All right, there's no time to get into it. We're just going to jump right on in. No normal intro. There's too much gaming news, Chris, okay? Way too much.
I
But
can't handle it. I
we
can't
need to
handle it.
start. No. We need to start right now with the biggest gaming news that there is in the industry right now. Are you ready?
Lay it down for my candy ass.
All right. I don't know if you heard about this. It's really recent news. Just came out, just down the pipeline. Breaking news here. You can only get it here from the Game Boys. But let me tell you, we got to start with the biggest story in all gaming, and that is Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick. Great movie.
10 out of 10. Probably one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life, if not the greatest movie that's ever been made in any lifetime ever. This is it.
It's very
Stop all
Tom.
movies.
It's very Cruise.
It's very top. It's very gun. They call it Top Gun because it's a top film. They should just call it Top Film instead of Top Gun.
And it's very Mav, and it's very Rick.
I got nothing else. I mean, what more can you really say? It's
That's
literally achieved perfection.
All right. Well, I guess the show's over.
All right, later.
But if we were to keep going, I think we deserve to talk about maybe, I don't know, the fourth, fifth biggest gaming news right now.
I mean, it's pretty. I would argue maybe eighth or ninth, but whatever.
Maybe
I'm not going to judge
10th
you
or
based
12th.
on your clearly wrong opinions, but please.
Maybe
go
it's
ahead.
10th or 12th. Maybe it's in there.
I would probably go even lower than that, but again,
Okay.
I'm not going to judge you.
Either way,
except I totally am going to judge you.
Either way, it's obscure enough where I think we can talk about it on this show. You know, we have a TikTok, and we've actually reached a very important milestone. And Chris, what is that milestone?
We have, and I don't mean to brag, but we got at least 69 views on our most recent TikTok.
We do, but let me put this into perspective, okay? All right. We don't got just 1,000. We don't got just 2,000. Not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. We've got 10,000 plus followers on TikTok.
That is a pretty big deal. It's so bizarre that we've had our YouTube channel for God only knows how long.
Since 2013.
Since 2013. And we have a pretty good amount of subs, like 1.5 thousand. It's not amazing, but considering how many YouTube channels out there that only have like 500 or probably a lot less, 1.5 thousand isn't bad.
No.
We've had our TikTok. Well, I should say we've been posting consistently on our TikTok for about 3 months, and already we're at over 10,000 followers. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's honestly pretty cool.
Now, you say we. However, though, this has been all been you.
Well, no, I mean there is that one video you helped with.
We don't talk about that video.
Why not?
Because that's just we. No,
I mean, it was our first video that we posted.
No. We leave that in the past.
If you insist.
Actually,
Mike, all I'm going to say is...
I don't remember.
All I'm going to say is... I remember. All I'm going to say is this. It's time to cancel everything.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that video.
And that's our first video. That's where it all started.
That is where it all started. Off of me just being like, oh, we should do a TikTok about this.
So basically, the whole TikTok is because of you.
That...
You started us down this path.
I have a knack for doing this. Because I remember you're like, oh, I want to make a YouTube gaming channel. I was like, oh, I want to join you.
Well, here's the thing. It's not... We didn't just make... Mike, we didn't just make a YouTube channel. I mean, come on. We made the only gaming YouTube channel.
And
Don't just undersell us like that. That's fucked up. You gotta sell us the way God intended, which was YouTube's only gaming channel.
We gotta be humble, though. We gotta be humble. Even though we're YouTube's best and only gaming channel, and TikTok, and Instagram, and Twitter, and podcast streaming,
and LiveJournal, and MySpace,
and Tumblr, and Reddit, and 4chan,
and Justin TV, and LiveLeak.com,
and iCarly.net.
No, .com. .net is for losers.
You're right. And WhiteHouse.com.
.gov.
Don't go to WhiteHouse.com. Don't do it.
You've made a huge mistake. Oh man, I remember.
If
I
you,
remember going. I remember going to WhiteHouse.com once. I'm still traumatized.
it was the three sites. It was whitehouse.com. There was the Lemon Tea Party. Was that what it was? What it was?
Lemon Party.
Lemon Party. Why do I always think
Lemon
it's
Party.
Lemon Tea Party? Lemon Party.
And
And Meat Spin.
Meatspin, which also became Pimp My Google.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Yeah, Pimp My Google would just redirect you to Meatspin.
Oh, that's funny.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a good joke.
Good times. I remember a teacher pulled that up in class once.
Wait. Walk me through this story.
Yeah, we were in high school, and a teacher was just killing time before the end of the class. And hey, is there any websites that have historical videos on it that we can watch? And one guy suggested, yeah, there's this video on the meatpacking industry in the Industrial Revolution in the 1920s. It's called meatspin.com. Needless to say, it was one of the funniest moments ever.
How did the teacher not hear about this? Because by that time, Meat Spin's been around for what, 8-9 years? Like,
no, this was in high school.
Right, but wasn't Meat Spin like what year of high school?
I want to say sophomore year.
Okay, because you're only a year older than me, and I remember hearing about Meat Spin like 6th grade.
I don't think it was around for that long. Even if it was around for that long, teachers at that time did not understand what internet was.
That's true.
So I mean, come on, it was pretty easy to trick somebody into going on there.
You know what? You're very right about that. You are very right about that.
We're talking about the same era where anybody was just clicking on "never gonna give you up" links. I mean, Rick Astley was a god of the internet.
Hey,
we're talking
those
about that
sites are never
era.
going to let us down.
Never gonna make you
sites,
cry.
And they're never going to turn around and desert us. All right.
No, they never will. Never gonna give you up. End of story.
Yeah, end of story. That's it.
Rick Astley.
Chris, I kind of want to shift gears a little bit here. I'm genuinely concerned about you.
We shift gears in like Need for Speed style or Forza Horizon style?
No. This is more like intervention style shift gears.
Oh, wow.
Look, I know you put a hat on, but just before that, are you okay, man? You seem like you've aged a lot.
No.
What?
But then again,
what
I've never
happened?
been okay, so I don't know why you're
Okay,
bringing this
but
up.
what happened recently? I mean, what is this? Your work? What is this?
I've just been working a lot, just trying to stay on top of my life and doing a really bad job.
Why? Okay, why attempt to do any of those things?
You know, here's the thing, Mike. Here's the thing. I'm a nice guy, and because I'm a nice guy, people tend to take advantage of me. And because people tend to take advantage of me, I look 70 years older than I really am. And really, the two just kind of go hand in hand.
So that's why you look 100, huh?
Yep. I'm actually like 175. I just look really good for my age.
You do actually look pretty good for your age, all things
Thank
considered.
you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
What's your diet? What's your plan? Like, how do you do it?
I wake up in the morning and I have a bagel.
Okay.
And then in the
And
afternoon,
everything
I
bagel?
have everything bagel with cream cheese. You got
Okay.
without the cream cheese, you will die. You got to have the cream cheese on there. Yeah.
Wait. Why?
Because without the cream cheese, every time you have a little bit of cream cheese, you get the cow's essence into your body that made the cream cheese. And you get the youth of that cow running through you for at least a day. Without that essential nutrient, you will die. So you need the cream cheese. That's absolutely essential.
Okay. All right. I get it.
Right. So anyway, moving on from that, then you have a large number one meal from McDonald's. It doesn't matter what the number one is, as long as it's a number one meal.
And large.
Okay? Number one large. It has to be a large because we all remember Smitty Worm and Nigger Man Jensen, right? He was number one. And we all want to be like Smitty. We all want to be like Smitty.
We do.
And from what I remember, Smitty was a huge Krusty Krab fan.
He was.
Probably. In my headcanon, he was.
No, in everyone's headcanon, he was.
Everyone's headcanon, he was a huge Krusty Krab fan.
In fact, he's just real headcanon at this point.
It's just canon, straight up.
Right.
So, what you want to do is have that number one meal in honor of Smitty Worm and Nigger Man Jensen so you can be number one and live forever at the same time. That's how you get looking 75 years younger than what you actually are.
Damn.
So, the cow, McDonald's number one meal. Doesn't matter what it is, just as long as it's number one. And Taco Bell. There's no reason for Taco Bell. It just tastes good.
It does taste good. It does taste really good. You know what might be a good idea, though?
What's that?
We should talk about some games, right?
No.
Oh,
Mike,
well,
we're
I'm
only
going
a
to.
video game podcast. Why would we talk about video games? That's just stupid.
I don't know. I just feel like it'd be a good idea. So with that being said, I want to get into the topic of anyway. We're going to jump from that topic, and I want to transition. There's no easy way to transition to this next topic, but I figured we talked about that other topic way too much.
Just try your best.
So here's the deal. R.I.P. Tommy. That's all I have to say.
I already miss him, man. I already miss him. Mr. Vercetti was a legend. He was a hero. He was a god. And he will forever be the king of Vice City. Even in death, his reign shall continue.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% with you. I loved him so much. He's my second favorite Tommy.
Dare I ask who number one is?
I think you know.
Tommy Pickles. Tommy
Oh,
Pickles.
no.
Oh.
No.
Oh, God.
It's Mr. Wiseau.
But he's Thomas Wiseau. Tommy
I know.
is just his nickname. Thomas is really what he prefers to go by.
Chris, he's my best friend. I go by Mikey, he goes by Tommy, all right?
Oh, I thought you went by Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Denny. Listen, Tommy, a.k.a. Thomas P. Wiseau, is in a league of his own. I don't think it's very fair to compare him to any other Tommy on the planet.
That's true.
I mean, come on, let's be honest here. I mean, we're talking writer, director, actor, producer. I mean...
And modern-day philosopher. I mean...
Honestly, well, he's not as good as, other modern-day philosophers that we know,
No,
a.k.a. Drew. But the point is, he's in a league of his own. But in terms of more realistic, actual Tommies that we can actually, observe and not be blinded by their beauty, Tommy Vercetti is number one. And always will be.
Tommy Vercetti is great. He did an amazing job in Vice City. He did an amazing job in Goodfellas. I won't lie to you, though. That's kind of the only two things I know Tommy Vercetti from.
You keep calling him Tommy Vercetti. Do you legitimately... Do you know his name?
No, it's Tommy Vercetti.
Okay, Tommy Vercetti. That's correct. That was a test. You passed. But it's just, I don't know. Those are my two favorite things. So it's I loved Goodfellas. That's one of my favorite movies. And Grand Theft Auto Vice City is one of my favorite games. And Tommy Vercetti, I think, I want to say is my favorite Grand Theft Auto protagonist.
No.
Apart from maybe...
No, you mean the actor Tommy Vercetti is your favorite actor.
No, the actor Tommy Vercetti is my favorite actor, but he played himself in GTA Vice City. So it was kind of nice to see him trying to portray himself.
I always thought that was kind of interesting that he played himself.
Yeah, it was weird that they just went out and found an actual gangster to act in a video game. That was kind of bizarre. But God bless Rockstar for doing what they did because it worked out in the end.
Rockstar do what they do. Chris, I'm gonna allow you to take most of this segment to eulogize Tommy Vercetti and the actor Tommy Vercetti.
Well, you see, Tommy Vercetti, growing up in Liberty City, at the age of 18, became known as the Harwood Butcher because he had 10 assassins come at him at one time. No one knew where these assassins came from. But because he was so good at being a mobster, he was able to take all of them out one by one. And when he was brought into jail for questioning, he refused to give any names, and he got 20 years in jail. When he was released from jail, he was still doing work for the mob, and he went sent to Vice City in order to do work for Sonny, a.k.a. his boss. You see, what he didn't know was that the person that set him up was Sonny. And they were keeping him quiet in Vice City so he wouldn't disturb the business up in Liberty City. But he was making a little too much noise down in Vice City. And sure enough, Sonny and the gang and Lance Vance and Ken Rosenberg, they all came down for one final battle. And Tommy Vercetti survived that battle, along with his best friend, Ken Rosenberg.
Now,
And
why
that's
did
how they
Tommy
became-
Vercetti survive that battle?
Because he's the best. More importantly, he survived because he's a Cane.
Wait, a Miami Hurricane?
Let's go Canes. Let's go Canes. Let's go Canes. Let's go Canes. So yeah, that was Tommy Vercetti was honestly my first introduction to video games can actually like tell an interesting story with an interesting protagonist. Because Tommy, there was more to Tommy than just he was a badass. Because if you look at it a little more closely, he valued one very important thing, and that was loyalty. Everybody who was loyal to him in his gang, he respected the hell out of.
Right.
And the only person who really betrayed his trust was Lance Vance. And even during that time when Lance Vance kept fucking up in the organization, Tommy Vercetti kept giving him chance after chance after chance to redeem himself. And then he just wouldn't do it. Just Lance Vance just kept being a fuckhead, being addicted on cocaine and always messing around with the wrong people.
I mean, who hasn't been there? Let's be real.
I mean, I literally snorted 3 lines before we got here.
Well, I mean, that's why you're so energetic.
Yeah, that's why I'm all over the place. I can't keep
You're
still.
hyped up.
I mean,
calm
fuck.
down.
I mean, fuck. I need some Ritalin to take care of this cocaine.
I mean, look, I get it. You're a red-blooded American, but Chris, calm down.
Ah! I'm sick of it! Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. Tommy Vercetti, he's a legend of mine. And let's be honest, the gaming world order, GWO, they took him out. They knew he was too powerful, too much of a kingpin, too much of a leader in the organization for his own good. So, because he had so much influence, because he had so much power, because he had so much prestige in the city, known as Vice City, they had to take him down.
Wow.
And that was my best Adam Johns impersonation.
I was going to say, man, like, you must have been listening to Adam Johns a lot. Him and his new show,
I've been listening to him at work. Keeps me busy. Man, he went on some really good rants the other day. You wanna describe his most recent one?
Well, I was talking about the new show relatively new show that him and Chad Johnson do now. So it's our new debate show from the Game Boys. Him and Chad go back and forth on every gaming topic. If you like shows like ESPN's, First Take or Fox Sports' Undisputed with Skip, you will love, and I mean absolutely love, the Chad Johnson and Adam Johns podcast.
Here's
which
the thing.
you can
I
find
disagree. I disagree with you. You say if you like shows like that.
Yeah.
I say if you like any shows at all, this show's for you.
I agree. I agree with you on that too. If you like any sort of media at all, if you like listening to anything, watching anything, reading anything, if you like existing, you will love this new podcast that the Game Boys have released. You can find on every single major gaming platform podcasting platform.
I don't like existing, so I'm not going to like it. But for those of you out there who love to be in existence, the show's for you. Yeah,
exactly. It was geared towards you, and that's why I'm not going to lie, Chris. It actually pulls in higher ratings than our podcast does, but that's fine. Whatever.
I mean, what are we talking? Like 15 trillion views or something like that?
Essentially, the whole world, watches and listens to that podcast.
The whole world, all the humans and aliens.
Yeah,
because there's more than 1 trillion people on the planet. There's less than
no.
Well, I mean, there is more than 1 trillion people on the planet, but we don't want you to know that just yet because most of them are living underground. But that's a whole different topic that I'm not allowed to discuss any further than that.
Yeah, and we won't get into it. But I will say the aliens do need to get informed and know what the GWO is up to, and know what the computer elite are up to, and get away from Jeff Bezos, essentially.
It's scary how much the guy from Halo Infinite looked like Jeff Bezos.
It's weird, man. It's really weird. That's all I'm going to say, all right?
That's all I'm going to say about that.
I would not have thought about it until Adam Johns, honestly.
Well, that's why Adam Johns is here, to drop all the gaming knowledge that we need that the mainstream media just won't give us.
He really is. He is here for all of it, and I'm here for all of it, too. Real quick, though, to get back on topic here, just a couple more minutes. So, Chris, did Vice City, was that the first GTA game for you?
No, 3 was the first GTA game for me.
Believe it or not, San Andreas was my first.
That makes sense. I know a lot of people that started off with San Andreas.
Yeah, San Andreas was my first. I want to say I beat it. I don't remember beating it, if that makes any sense.
That doesn't make any sense. I would have remembered if I had beaten it.
Or I got really far, but I never completed it. But I do know for a fact GTA 4 I beat.
Yeah, that was the first GTA game I ever beat. I never really bothered finishing Vice City until later. And after I beat GTA 4, I was like, I want to go back and actually finish up Vice City now.
The weird thing is I don't remember too much about GTA 4.
I remember a lot about GTA 4. I remember Roman calling me to go bowling.
Oh,
I remember a lot.
Go bowling that one time.
Yeah, it was that was a really
game.
fun mission where he just kept calling me to go bowling. It was great. Yeah,
that was a great game. Oh,
yeah,
and
cool.
that time Roman called us go bowling.
Oh yeah, who could forget that? Oh, that was a classic.
Man.
Wait, hold on. We're forgetting one very important mission though about GTA 4.
You're right.
The one where all calls go bowling. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Wow, just gaming news after gaming news after gaming news here on the Game Boy Show. I'm glad you are listening to this podcast. And for any of you tuning in live, which no one is, well, at least according to my counter, I'm sure the whole world's watching us right now.
I guarantee you, I think that's true.
Yeah, I guarantee you too. We'll see the stats afterwards.
Well, are we going to send it up to the Game Boy stats and info?
I don't know, man. They've been kind of busy lately. They're kind of backlogged, but hopefully they can get around to it.
All right, fair enough.
I will say this though, okay, two things. One, well, a lot of things. I'm just gonna come out and say it. First of all, thank you again so much to No Pop is Safe.
No Pop is Safe.
They are OG original gamers on the Game Boys Patreon. And a little birdie did tell me that your brother somehow knows the artist formerly known as Warzone Secret Citizen.
Yeah, apparently he plays with him sometimes. He never really told me until just recently.
And here's the other thing little birdie told me. You and your brother were actually going to play some video games together.
That was the plan.
So what happened?
Well, here's the thing. He tells me, Chris, why don't you load up Fortnite? And I said, okay. So I load up Fortnite. And he says, Chris, you know what? You've been playing Fortnite a lot lately. Why don't we play some Apex?
Fortnite's
okay.
stupid. Yeah.
Fortnite is for kids. And it's stupid. And nobody likes it.
Apex, that's for real men.
Yes. Because only the best video gamers of all time play Apex.
That's true. And in fact, you can lose like 50 pounds in 3 months by playing Apex Legends. And only that.
I mean, the science is there. I sent it up to the lab for analysis. It all came back confirmed.
It's true. It's so true, man.
So we agree to play Apex. I say, okay, I'll come back on. I got myself a little food. Came back on. Started up Apex. 40 gigabyte update. So I'm like, okay, well,
How big is the game?
I don't even know anymore. I feel like the game is like a whole terabyte at this point. It's almost as bad as Warzone.
Here's what makes no sense to me. First of all, one, depending on the game you get, and if you don't buy an expansion card for your Series X, you can fit like 4 games, and that's it.
And that's it. Even then, maybe if you want to keep playing a game, it's probably going to take up the entire hard drive, just one game.
Yeah, probably.
It's so freaking irritating.
Oh, it is. No, it is.
So we decided, you know what? We haven't played Warzone in a while. Let's play Warzone. I go to Warzone, 20 gigabyte update. So you can never leave these games at any point, because if you do, it's going to be a second job trying to keep all them updated.
Here's what I don't get, right? So one is with these updates, for that big of a size, you would think there would be like a graphical overhaul, right?
You'd think. Yeah, you'd think.
Or something like game changing. Like what are they doing? Installing a brand new engine? Like
It sometimes okay, sometimes the games do that. Like more recently Warzone had the update for like King Kong or whatever the fuck. Whatever desperate attempt they're trying to do to get people to play Warzone again, because basically everyone I know is completely fallen off that game.
yeah, that's one of the weirdest things, which is we could go on another tangent on this, but I mean, has Modern Warfare finally ended its peak
I will let you know when
for Call of
Modern
Duty?
Warfare 2 comes out. Yeah, exactly.
Because I mean, this is the way of Activision, which is find a major game-changing franchise, pump the living shit out of it, and once it's dry, just abandon it forever.
Well, the good thing about Activision is that you don't have to worry about Activision doing that anymore.
That's true. Microsoft will do it now.
Now you have to worry about Microsoft doing it. But they kind of did that with Halo.
Yeah,
Well, I wouldn't say they ran Halo into the ground. They just stopped giving a crap about it.
that's where I'm confused too, because they had that season 1 of Halo. Has season 2 ever started?
Season 2 started, but there's like almost nothing new for it.
Which
There's
is
one
stupid.
new mode, which is like a pseudo battle royale, which admittedly is pretty fun. I like it a lot.
Okay.
And there's 2 new maps. That's it. That's the new season.
What?
That's it. I just told you everything that they updated for season 2.
Microsoft is stupid sometimes, man.
It's not even just Microsoft. It's 343 Industries.
343 Industries is straight up stupid sometimes.
Between okay, Halo Infinite is actually a pretty good game.
Right.
I think the gameplay is great. I thought the campaign was a lot of fun.
I thought the multiplayer was pretty good.
The multiplayer is really good. I would argue it's really good.
They fucked up the rankings.
Then everything kind of went to shit. But if they just released any new content for it, like they said they were going to, then the game would be incredible and people would still be playing it instead of sitting at like 5,000 players on Steam right now. I mean, that's just sad.
That's it?
That's just sad.
Oh my lord. I'm
And
surprised it's that
even-
low.
And don't even get me fucking started on the TV show. We can make an entire segment about that.
Here's what I'm wondering though. Are people waning on the shooter genre?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because you still have people interested in Valorant. You still have people interested in Fortnite. You still have people that are gonna. Modern Warfare 2 is gonna be a Game of the Year seller. It's gonna sell the most copies that year.
It probably will be. I've been waiting for this for the past 5 years for just Call of Duty to finally just stop being the behemoth that it is. Because that well's going to dry up at some point. I've been saying this for years, and it still hasn't dried up. It's like Tom Brady.
It's they're just always on top. Here's the thing about Call of Duty though. Vanguard underperformed, granted, but it was still the best-selling game that year.
Jesus.
So I think that tells you all you need to know. Either people stopped buying video games and are only continuing to replay the games that they already have, like they just keep playing League of Legends and Rocket League or whatever the fuck is popular at the time, or Call of Duty is just always going to reign supreme. And that's just the way it's always going to be.
Call of Duty reigns supreme, huh?
Because you got to think, the gaming industry is extremely profitable, but the only reason it's profitable is because of like the top 10 games. So like Grand Theft Auto 5, League of Legends. You could argue Overwatch, but I wouldn't. But those top games that keep having microtransaction purchases are essentially making the industry as profitable as it is.
Yeah, I mean it's
new video games. They come out and some of them sell well, but I think the projection is like 90% of games that come out don't make a profit or something like that. something insane like that.
Yeah, I think the problem now is one, games are way too fucking expensive to make. Two,
No, triple A games.
AAA games are way
That's
too
part of the
expensive.
problem too. AAA games are way too expensive to make, and indie games are way too cheap to make.
Yes.
So you have this flood of people making indie games, and
Yes.
you can't tell which ones are good because you don't even know where to start because there's too goddamn many.
Yeah,
we are at a horrible point in games right now.
Yes, we are. The other problem too is the gaming industry knows that AAA games are too expensive to make, and the only way they make profit is with microtransactions. And some games, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure some do it smartly. I don't know if there's a smart way to do microtransactions.
I would argue. I was gonna say Fortnite does it smartly, but I'm gonna disagree with myself. Because what I hate in these microtransaction stores is the limited time release.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they trick you into thinking, oh, I need to buy this right now, or I may never see it
No,
again.
that's a classic sales tactic. It is.
And it works. God bless them. God bless the American way of life because it fucking works.
Capitalism, man. Capitalism. No, I was going to say, because Halo does it completely wrong.
Halo does it wrong. No,
I don't know.
Here's the thing:
Halo's microtransactions now.
Halo's updates only seem to be microtransactions. Instead of actually updating the game, they only seem to want to update the store.
That's so stupid. If they were smart, which 343 is not, but if they were smart, if you release a brand new season, it should be like 5 to 7 new maps, 2 to 3 new game modes, and then just like 1,000 brand new cosmetic items.
Or release Forge. Just release that.
No.
It's a create your own map content editor.
Nope. Can't do
and the community will just do it for you.
No.
You don't even have to do anything.
Nope. You know why?
Why?
Because there's game modes that they can't profit off of.
Yes, they can.
Nope.
If you get people coming into the game with these new game modes that other people are making for them, then people will stay and they'll buy the microtransactions that you keep wanting to push, that you keep wanting to fucking push.
No, Chris, I'm 343 Industries, and I say that since you made this game mode, I cannot profit by selling you this game mode as a microtransaction.
You know what? You're right. You're right. 343 Industries, you're far smarter than I will ever be. You did. Your business model is flawless. Flawless, I say.
Thank you for admitting it. Now worship me.
And that is why the Halo show is the worst show ever made.
I agree. I want to bring up one of the greatest quotes I've ever heard in my life. It is from our great and dear friend and console compatriot, and that is Adam Johnson. He said, and I quote, "G4 failed then, it is going to fail now."
Mm-hmm.
And he is 100% right. Because, well, let's look. How is G4 doing, Chris?
Well, let's just go to their YouTube channel just real quick. Their most recent video they uploaded was 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
And it has 4.5 thousand views. We have videos on our YouTube channel that have more views than that. That is
we do.
Quite sad.
Admittedly, they're all your videos.
Side issue. But if you go to the reason that I'm going to give them a little benefit of the doubt on that is because they have switched where they post their main content. They have Nintendo Switch where they post their main content. So they took all their main content from their G4 TV YouTube channel and put it on the XPlay YouTube channel. Now, the reason they did that is because they were getting such horrible publicity from one of their hosts, and it was fucking with the YouTube algorithm, so no one was watching their videos, that they switched over to a different channel hoping to fix the algorithm problem.
The fuck is
Now,
XLI?
XPlay was one of the shows on G4
Oh,
that made like videos and reviews and stuff like that. Now, if we go to the XPlay channel, which I am accessing right now, I am clicking on their most recent video 1 day ago. The video is titled First Look, Game Grumps' New Game, Home Buddy, XPlay.
the fuck? The Game Grumps are still around?
I'm just as shocked as you are.
Hey, no, legit.
Apparently they still exist. Apparently
Dude,
they still exist.
Last time I heard about the Game Grumps, I think it was what, 2015, maybe 2016. But I was living with you in LA, and Broski flew out just to see the Game Grumps live show.
And then he got to meet Aaron? Did that happen?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember going to some random place in LA, seeing the Game Grumps live, and Broski being very happy. And I was like, well, my friend's happy. And that's all
My
I
friend's
care
happy.
So.
They are still around. But I don't know if anyone cares because. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Why could you not join us that night? I remember you couldn't.
I honestly don't remember.
Probably.
I don't remember. I think I had something for school or some bullshit.
Yeah. Stupid Trojans.
Yeah, that's why. Like, okay, kids, listen. Anytime some event happens in your life and you think you have to either go to work or go to school, screw it. Just go to the event. It doesn't fucking matter. You're never gonna remember what you did on that work day, but you are gonna remember what happened at the event.
That's
life
true.
Advice.
That's
so
true.
what I'm saying is never work. Anyway, so guess how many views are on this most recent G4/XPlay YouTube video?
All right, so G4's had what, 4.5 thousand for 2 weeks,
Yes.
and this was posted a day ago.
Yes.
I'm gonna say 1.1 thousand.
Okay, it's a little higher than that.
Okay, 2,000,
A little higher.
200,000.
Way lower. Okay,
3,000.
Okay, I'll give you that one. It's 3.8 thousand views.
Okay, so almost
And
4,000.
this is with Game Grumps, who apparently still get the view counts on YouTube. Here, I'll actually go to
And still exist, allegedly.
Here, I'll actually go to the Game Grumps YouTube channel.
Okay.
Their most recent video has 72,000 views, and the video before that has 169,000 views.
Nice.
So they're still popular. They're still getting an average of at least a couple 100,000.
Okay, that's good.
But even though they're appearing on this XPlay video, they can't get over 4,000.
That's insane.
I mean, that's where G4 is at.
And they made a video game?
They made a video. It looks horrible. Like it looks.
I mean, it's the Game Grumps.
More like Game Chumps. Got him.
We're in no position to smack talk, but okay.
No, Mike. What part of where YouTube's first and only gaming channel do you not seem to understand?
Yeah, you're right. Game chumps. Those fucking Game Grumps.
Those fucking Game Chumps.
Game chumps.
Got him.
Oh, we
I
got
in no way stole that from Donkey. Anyway, so yeah, that's where G4 is at right now.
So, Adam Johns, profit?
I mean, once again, he's the purveyor of truth.
He always is. He always will
100%
be.
of the time. Name one time he's ever made an incorrect prediction. Name one. I dare you. Name one.
I can't.
Exactly.
Everything's coming to fruition, man.
Fucking.
He does say, though,
ass.
the data files are all public on public servers. I mean, he says it all the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is all public. You go to datfiles.net, and the documents and the files, they're all there. They're all there, ladies and gentlemen. You can find out the real view counts for G4 TV. You can find out the real view counts for XPlay. And my God, if you dig deep enough, you can even find out the real YouTube numbers for Game Chumps.
Man,
we're going to break right now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Go to databattles.net. And there you go. That's as simple as that. That's probably what the next episode of Console Wars is going to be.
Dude, I wish my Adam Johns impression was as good as yours, dude. I really
No one can really hope to be as good as mine. I've been practicing for literally minutes. No one can hope to be as good as my Adam Johns.
It's fucking insane, dude. I really wish I could. Oh, I'm
jealous.
jealous.
Just like him.
I'm legitimately jealous. Quick question, since we're going kind of down a nostalgia hole here. Is JonTron still around? Does he still exist?
He just posted a video like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, why does YouTube not show me this? Because I know I'm subscribed to him.
Because the world doesn't want you to know about the JonTron and how amazing. Okay, admittedly, the last couple of videos he made were not as good as his previous videos, but they're still good. It's still better quality YouTube content than you get nowadays. Like,
I agree.
most YouTube videos just kind of suck balls.
Well,
JonTron has maintained a great level of consistency.
What's that one guy's name? Mr. Beast?
Mr. Beast / Mr. Beast Gaming / Mr. Beast Reacts / Mr. Beast whatever the fuck.
Whatever. All the videos I've seen of his, I'm like, why does this have so many views? Because I do not find it entertaining.
Because YouTube wants to make him the face of YouTube, is what it seems.
So he's
like.
he's the new PewDiePie.
He's the new PewDiePie. He's the new Logan Paul. Like, it's what it seems to be, at least. Because he's a fresh face, with family friendly vibes about him.
So that's why they haven't picked us, because we've been around for too long.
Yeah, we're too good. We're too good. That's why YouTube hasn't chosen us.
So this is how they repay us for being the first and only gaming channel on their platform?
It's true. It's true.
I'm disappointed in you, YouTubes.
This is some bullshit, let me tell you.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I never got the whole Mr. Beast thing either. It's like, okay, well, he's giving his friends money. Okay.
That's all it takes. I'll give you money right now. Here you go, Chris. Here's some money.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, look at our view count. 20 million views.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Wow. Imagine that.
Real quick, since we have a little bit of time left on the show here, two things. One, holy fucking shit. It has been horrendously slow, just gaming news cycle recently.
Well, yeah. Not only has it been a slow news cycle, it's also been a slow game release.
It has. It really has. I mean, there's nothing I can think of big coming up. At least not until like November, because that's when every big game comes.
Mario Strikers already came out, so
right.
Yeah.
I know not EA, but there is that new Jedi game that's just been announced.
It was just a teaser trailer. We don't even know what.
Right.
I don't even know what the hell happened in the teaser trailer, but I know I'm gonna get the game.
And I have a bone to pick, because I think I saw this from IGN or someone. They said, "Oh, this new Jedi game is going to be next gen only," and in my head, I'm thinking, these consoles released November of 2020. It's been 2.5 goddamn years. Well, no, 1.5, 2 years.
It's been a significant amount of time.
It's been a good amount of time. Either way,
because can you imagine being in the GameCube era, and after a year and a half of being out, saying, "Oh, this is the next gen console"? It's like, no. After about 6 months, it's not next gen anymore. It's current.
It's current generation.
It is it's literally the gen that is the most recent. It cannot be any more clear.
Jedi game is current gen only.
Kick their ass.
Yeah.
So did you watch the trailer for that game?
No, I've literally been at work. As soon as I got home,
I can spoil it for you.
I didn't. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right. So there's a camera pan.
And
it's dark, and you see the inside of a ship.
Right.
And